with a narcissistic emotional abuser? At what point do I take control of where this ship sails? Are you in an emotionally abusive relationship with someone you'd describe as a narcissistic emotional abuser? Have you ever asked yourself the question, at what point do I take control of where this ship sails? If you've been in this type of relationship with this type of person, you will get to the point of thinking about and eventually leaving the relationship. You will also get to the point after leaving the relationship and going back and forth and in and out of the relationship that you begin to ask yourself, at what point do I take control of where this ship sails? You can hear how the tone of the question has changed. You are now thinking in terms of empowerment. You are now able to recognize that by turning your focus on the narcissist or the narcissistic emotional abuser and what they were doing or not doing, you completely lost your ability to see that you were giving up your control over the situation and your life. By taking the focus off of what you wanted in and from a relationship to what you were not getting and not wanting, and how the narcissistic emotional abuser was not providing, you literally gave up control of the situation and how your life was developing. You got to the point that out of the need to survive you had to leave the relationship. Or, the narcissistic emotional abuser kicked you to the curb for their new prey that they are currently feasting upon that ended the relationship. An interesting dynamic happens regardless of how the emotionally abusive relationship ended or changed course. However, the narcissistic emotional abuser will always make attempts to keep in contact with you. It might take a few weeks or months, maybe even years, but they will assuredly contact you because that is the role in which they choose to exist. The crazy reality is that, believable or not, making sense or not, even after unimaginable emotional abuse, you still have some unexplainable notion of hope they might change and things might still work out. That is why you get caught up in the going back and forth and in and out of the emotionally abusive relationship, even if it is just having tumultuous phone contacts. After you go through this pattern enough times and continue to go to the depths of despair, you will get to the point of understanding and asking the question, at what point do I take control of where this ship sails? It is like one day you wake up and all of a sudden realize it is your life, and by gosh or by golly you have the ability and the responsibility to take control of it. You realize that you and you alone are the captain of your ship and you are at the helm, determining in which way and to what port you will sail. What an empowering realization. When you get to the point of asking yourself this question, you are beginning to understand you don't have to be prey for a predator. It is your ship. It is your life and you are the captain.